The changes that we've made throughout this season have paid off, and I'm starting to think, is this the season where it all goes to plan? But so many things yet can still go wrong. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Norwich, part 46, season 6 in the Ferguson save, set in the future. And as you can see from the Premier League, we are on top of the Premier League, and we are 7 points clear of Chelsea and 8 points clear of Manchester City. The top 3 is pretty much decided, but which order it will finish in is yet to be decided. And although we are 7 points clear of nearest rivals Chelsea, there is still a lot that can go wrong, and we have some very difficult games in our run-in compared to the other two. And today we will be playing 2 games. We will be away to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final second leg. We are still in this game, but it's a very narrow lead that we take into the second leg. And then we will be away at Wolves in the Premier League, and we need a good victory against Wolves, and that should then, with 4 games to go, if we can win that should cement our position at the top of the league. But as usual, before we go into what has been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people like me suffering playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the British Heart Foundation. So let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us beating Celtic by 6-1 in the Champions League second leg of the round of 16, which set us up with that game against Atletico Madrid. And then we lost, unfortunately, to Manchester City in the FA Cup quarter-final by 2-1. It was a poor performance, but you can't win all trophies all the time. And then we had a tough away fixture at Newcastle, but we came away with a very creditable 1-1 draw. And we followed that with the Champions League quarter-final first leg against Atletico Madrid, and we beat them at home by 2-1. A last-minute goal by Atletico has given them some hope in this quarter-final. Following that, the biggest game of the season so far, we were at home to Chelsea and we annihilated them by 3-0. A hat-trick by Lewis Wilden, back at his very best form, enabled us to beat Chelsea, and that was a very big result indeed, coming into the last 5 games of the season now. But if we have a look at the Champions League quarter-finals, we can see that Chelsea have got through. They have beaten Juventus, and the other interesting result was Manchester City lost in the quarter-final to Bayern Munich following a 7-7 overall scoreline. They beat Bayern Munich by 6-3, but it was not enough to take them through. Bayern Munich won on penalties. And so what that means is that Chelsea are still in Europe, and so they still have 2 competitions to focus on as we do. And so their run-in is not going to be easier than ours. Manchester City are still in the FA Cup and they are still very much in the hunt for the league. They have to focus on just those 2 competitions. And I suspect now that Manchester City are out of the Champions League, their run-in will be slightly easier than ours or Chelsea's, even though they still have to play in the FA Cup. And so it's going to come down to the wire once again, I think. There is no guarantees in this game. The changes that we have made so far have kept us where we are. The low block has been good enough to keep us on top of the league and keep us in the Champions League. But I am wondering, if we lose in the Champions League today, has the time come to change things up again? Because if we are only left in one competition after today, then should we now be coming off the gas or stepping things up a little bit? We'll have to make that decision after the game today against Atletico Madrid. Our squad has been extremely good this year, and if we have a look at the average ratings, you can see there's a lot of players who are above 7, and that's always very pleasing to see. And the top performer this season is Zaprapoulos. He has an average rating of 7.31, and Raheem is just behind him with 7.28, and of course Lewis Wilden is bound to be there somewhere. He has a 7.28. In terms of goals scored, well, of course, Lewis Wilden once again has 37 goals this season in his 44 appearances with 6 assists. Jay Neal has contributed 12 goals, as has Kitambala, 9 from Zaprapoulos and 7 from Aranda. It has been a very, very good goal-scoring performance. In terms of assists, Zaprapoulos has 17 assists. He does tend to be our top assist maker. Aranda has 12, Saul Thomas 9, Ibaran 8, and Pasquale 8. It's been a very good season in terms of performances by this team. But now it is time to go and get ready. We have 2 very big games coming up today. They are all big games as we get to this stage of the season. We need to get ready to go and play Atletico Madrid. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today in the quarter-final second leg of the Champions League against Atletico Madrid is Götze in goal, with Kamara, Reguan, Raheem and Plantia at the back. Ibaran, Matic and Thomas in midfield, with Aranda, Neal and Wilden up front. We have a 1-goal advantage going into this. I am not expecting to progress any further. It will be a big surprise to me if we do. We are not good enough as yet to win the Champions League. And so we just have to go out there, do our best. I'm going to tell them that forget about, yeah, that's a good idea. Forget about the first leg. Just go out there, play your best, focus. And it's a good idea to say that because we are not a team blessed with the greatest concentration. And just see what you can do. This low block has served us well. And maybe it's just going to be enough to see us through to the semi-final, which will be an amazing achievement. But at the moment, it's a fairly even contest. And nothing really has happened in the first 20 minutes. And Atletico Madrid have just edging it at the moment. Possession-wise, we've had most of the possession, but Atletico Madrid are having most of the chances. And as we are coming up to the last few minutes of the first half, it is still 0-0. But if we can get a goal here, that will put tremendous pressure on Atletico Madrid, and we can then relax and be 2 goals ahead just coming up to half-time. Can we get a goal from this highlight? It comes to Kamara to Reguan to Matic, playing it about at the back. I don't like that too much, and it is Matic again. Matic finds Aranda, a ball over the top, which we see so often. Jay Neal in space. Jay Neal has made it 1-0 to Norwich. What a fabulous ball over the top. We see that so often. The shadow striker bursting into that space on the right-hand side of the penalty area. We've done it again. It's now 1-0 to Norwich, 3-1 over the tie. Jay Neal kept his nerve and put it away. It is now. We are like at the moment in dreamland. And let's hold on to this until we get to half-time. Atletico Madrid need to score 3 times to beat us now. And that goal that we've scored is probably the greatest gift I could have had today. It's brilliant how this has been going, this low block. And I'm going to tell them you're doing brilliantly. And you've defended well. And we've bossed the midfield. I'm delighted with your playmaking. We didn't boss the midfield, but they've done well. And I thought you really made the difference. Aranda is a little bit out of focus. He didn't really like being praised there at halftime. But it is going to be Atletico Madrid at the beginning of the second half. We still need to focus. We still need to hold on to this. Our shape looks good. and we're allowing them to have this possession there. It's up to them to create something afterwards, but they have created something. They are in space and they have scored, and it is now 1-1, and our advantage has gone. And they are back in the game, and if they score twice again, then we are going to be in trouble. And I'm going to say I'm not very pleased. Their focus they should be focusing just after half time. They didn't do it. I'm going to tell them I'm not very happy and we need to do a lot better than this. So I'm going to tell them to focus. This is not good enough. You've got to get out in the second half. And it's never perhaps a good thing to praise them as you go into the second half of the match. And it is going to be Atletico Madrid again. Atletico Madrid do have a throw. They are looking like the better team now in the second half. I actually don't mind if we lose this game. It's probably one game too far. And they've hit the crossbar and we've somehow managed to clear it. And it remains 1-1. And it is probably, and I'm going to make some changes. We'll wait until this highlight is finished. They do have a free kick. And always going to be dangerous from these positions. And there's the free kick that flies over the crossbar. I'm going to go and make some changes now. And so we have made our changes. A number of players were playing poorly and we've had to take them off the pitch, including Wilden, was having a 6.1 today. Not good enough as far as I'm concerned. We've got to do a lot better. And if we can just get another goal, then we will be through. But if Atletico Madrid score, then I suspect they will go through. And here is Ibarran. Ibarran is bursting forward. He's looking for Jay Neal, who's replaced Wilden up front. Here comes Kitambala into the box. Kitambala with a shot, but he puts it straight into the goalkeeper's hands. It is not the best effort that I've ever seen. And we are still holding on to this very, very narrow lead. There's just a few minutes left to go. Can we hold on? We certainly don't want to go to extra time and penalties. We just need to hold on. Can we do it? Can we do it? I'm going to give them a shout in a minute. I want more from them. And we've got to hold on. Here is Ibarran. Ibarran finds Kitambala releasing Zaprapoulis down the right. He's not fully fit, but we had to bring him on as Saul Thomas was playing absolutely dreadfully. We need to win this ball. Get your foot in there. Here come Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are driving forward. They are in space. We need to intercept this ball, and we have. Muntian's made an error. They look offside to me there. They've hit the post and it's gone in. I think that's offside. The referee has adjudged it to be offside. Atletico Madrid have hammered us in this second half. Hold on, boys. Hold on. There's just a couple of minutes left. And again, there's that ball over the top and Atletico Madrid are through. And I think he was offside again. And it's a great save by Götze. We have to hold on now. We do have a corner. Zaprapoulis is going to drive the corner to the far post. Headed in back into the box. Can we pick up the second ball? We have, and it comes out to Aranda. Aranda finds Matic, finds Lee. Lee bursting forward, and it comes out to Allen. John Allen finds Ibarran. Hold on to the ball now, boys. Just don't do anything silly. We're almost there. It comes all the way out to Munti and to Zaprapoulis. Nice football. Let's find some space. One killer pass. There's a ball into the box. It goes out of play. There's just a few seconds left now. We are almost in the semi-final of the Champions League. Just hold on for a few seconds. He is slowing the ball down. Well done, Muntian. I think this is probably going to be the last action, and we have made it. We have been soundly beaten in all fairness, but we've held on. And we are now in the semi-final. And what a performance this has been by this Norwich team this season. This is something I was not expecting. Well done, boys. We have done extremely well, and I am very, very proud of that team today. What a result. Relax now. We can celebrate tonight, and then we've got to get the team ready for the game against Wolves. And that's probably an even bigger game than this one, because if we beat Wolves in our next game, the title must surely be within our grasp. Just one item of news before we do move on. I forgot to tell you the board have set the budgets, and it's not very good news. They've only given us 28.5 million in transfer budget, enough to buy one decent player. But our wage budget has been increased by about 300,000, so we are well under our wage budget, but the transfer budget is not very good. It's the same as normal. And that is what we get here at Norwich. We get £29 million every single season. We will have to sell in order to buy and improve. So it is time now to go and get the team ready for the game against Wolves. We will be right back before the kickoff. And so the team for today against Wolves is Gotts in goal, with Avbey, Reguan, Rahim and Plantier at the back. Flores, Pasquale, Zaprapoulis in midfield, with Puk, Kitambala and Finardi getting a chance up front. I am concerned about both Jay Neal and Wilden as we go into this match. They're not fully fit, and it's time to give Finardi a couple of games to see what he can do. We need to win this game, but it's not the end of the world, and I am concerned that I've told them that I might have been set up by the game, because I've told them, according to my assistant, he said, don't worry about this game. So I think I need to just tell them, go out to this game today and enjoy the game. I've got faith in you. Go out there. The assistant said take the pressure off them. If I then go against what he said, that probably won't be a good idea. And we are on the ball, and Flores finds Zaprapoulis. Zaprapoulis, he looks for a cross, can't get the ball into the middle. Finds Puk. Puk has lost the ball, and Wolves are looking to counterattack. Wolves are a very good team. I keep forgetting how good Wolves are. They are currently in fourth, and we do have a chance, and Finardi has repaid my faith in him. What an error from the Wolves defence, and Finardi capitalised, snatched it off the goalkeeper, and has put us a goal to the good. And well done, Finardi. I had faith in him to do the job. He pinched it off the goalkeeper, side-footed it home, and we are a goal ahead, and that is a perfect start for us today. I was concerned about Wolves because they are sitting in fourth in the title race. They have been sitting there very quietly, doing a job, and nobody has taken much notice of them, and they are currently in the Champions League spots. And we have to be very careful of Wolves and give them respect. And Alvarez is bursting through for Wolves. He does have a chance, and we have blocked it, and Gotts has made the save. And there's why we need to give this Wolves team a lot of respect, and we need to be on our game. I want to check that I do have someone on a cover role, and we do have someone playing on a cover role. I'm also was told to get stuck in. I'm not quite sure that's a good idea. I'm just going to check that. Actually, no, I told the boys to stay on their feet. My assistant did say we are much stronger than they are, but when I looked, they didn't seem to be particularly lacking in strength to me. So one of the things I did notice is that they are very aggressive, and we need to possibly not get stuck into them today. And we need to just play this low block, keep our shape, wait for them to hand the ball to us, and then counter-attack at pace. That's how this tactic works. Finardi's in space again. Finardi in space has driven it into the back of the net. And it is now 2-0 to Norwich. Is this the game that will win us the title? Finardi just blasted that in. And I just had a thought before the game. Why not play Finardi? He's a very good player. Wilden and Neal are looking very jaded. Finardi has stepped up, and he just blasted that past the goalkeeper. It's now Wolves 0, Norwich 2. Is this the game? And we are playing first, and of course then Chelsea and Manchester City will play later. And if we can beat Wolves, we really will be putting the pressure on Manchester City and Chelsea. They will have to win, and that's big pressure they're carrying. And I do also know, and Wolves are through, and it is this ball that they play through the middle and I don't know how I'm going to actually deal with this. I already have the line back quite a way. Maybe what I need to do is step up, and maybe it's about increasing the distance from goal with Wolves rather than decreasing it. And so we'll have to keep an eye on that as we come up to 30 minutes. It's still 2-0 to Norwich. I do just want to have a look at that because that's twice they've played that ball now. And I want to just check where our lines are. And we are playing with a higher line. I'm going to play with a standard line now. And I think... No, we're not going to do anything there. What I think I'll do is step up more. I want to try and stop their midfield from threading those passes through. We're 2-0 up. We don't need to attack extremely hard against them now. We've taken our chances. Fanadi has put us in an extremely good place here. And I'm going to tell them it's important to stay focused. You've defended well today and you've bossed the midfield, and I'm very happy with Fanadi. What a job he's done. We just need to see this through now in the second half. We are 10 points clear now of Chelsea, 11 points clear of Manchester City, and they will need to play and they will need to win their games, and maybe one of them or both of them will be eliminated at this stage. And we just need to hold on against Wolves, though. They are always a good side, Wolves, and Plantier has given the ball away. Looks like Wolves are going to score. They've hit the post and we've survived, but we've made an error and somehow we've cleared the ball. Wolves are asking for a penalty. It's not given. I need to tell this team to focus. I need them to concentrate, make sure they don't make any mistakes. And we have managed to clear the first ball. We need to make sure we pick up the second ball. It has gone out of play, and we will make some changes here. And so we have made our changes, and I hope that what we've done is enough to see us over the line here. There's just 15 minutes left, and we really need, if we can get a third goal, I'll be much happier. I can't see Wolves scoring twice, but you never know in this game. And I'd like to get that third goal. It will bury Wolves then. We need to win the ball in midfield. I think I might actually tell them to get stuck in. Well done. And McSweeney wins the ball and he finds Fanadi. Fanadi's moved out to the wing. Fanadi's lost the ball. And here come Wolves. And Wolves are looking to get it into the box. They can't. We've forced them backwards. Our shape looks good and we're keeping them out. But that's all it is at the moment. And I'm going to demand more when I can. From this team. I also think that I'm going to ask them now to get stuck in. I want them to win the ball now. I want them to go hard and win the ball off this Wolves team. They are keeping possession really, really well. We just need to keep our shape. Pretty possession is not going to win the match for them. But through balls like that over the top, which McSweeney doesn't play well, will get them a goal. It has got them a goal. And it is now 2-1, and I just have a bad feeling about this. I really do. As we go into the last 15 minutes, I've got a very, very bad feeling about this now. I think we need to go a little bit more defensive now and try and hold on now. Wolves are looking like a very good team here, and we are not looking like a very good team. We need to go possibly to a more cautious mentality now and try and hold on to this game in the last 10 minutes. I need to demand more from them. This is not acceptable. We need to hold on to this. And it's Wolves again. And we are desperately trying to hold on. We have won the ball. Wilden, he finds Kitambala. We're not playing very well at the moment. And Fanadi was taken out there. Luckily, I think they're going to get a red card. And that might just be what we needed at this stage. We're holding on desperately to this game, and the red card might just be what was required. A tired Wolves team now only have 10 men. We don't have to do anything. We just need to hold on to this result. And this is nice passing. Here is Ibaran. Ibaran bursting forward. Does he have support? Looking over the top. And here's Wilden. Wilden's made it 3. Now we can relax. It's Wolves 1, Norwich 3. Oh boy, what a season this is turning out to be. What a match this was. My nerves are absolutely frayed. Playing in the future at the end of the season is, it's awful. But Wilden has come on. He's put it in the back of the net. It's now 3-1. I think we can all relax now. Think about going home, getting on the bus and celebrating this brilliant victory, putting us 10 points clear of Chelsea. If Chelsea or Manchester City slip in their games later on, that will be end of title challenge for them. And so what an episode this has been. We have qualified for the semi-finals of the Champions League, and we have gone 10 points clear in the league, albeit that Manchester City and Chelsea are yet to play. I think we'll come back for the second leg of the Champions League semi-final against Nice, and then we will play against Arsenal in the Premier League in the next episode. Seems the logical thing to do. Nice, can we beat Nice? Who knows? They're a surprise package in the semi-final. It's possible we could reach the final of the Champions League, and what an occasion that would be. That's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel, like FM content and love to see people suffer playing this game, you're definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the British Heart Foundation. I am a very happy manager at the moment, and I don't think we need to change this tactic at all as we come in to the back end of the season. If we are able to retain the title, it will be worth 150 points in terms of the save, and that will set us up very nicely. We will only need to win the treble then in the last 6 seasons. What a performance today. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.